Hello, guys, and welcome back to another podcast. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about the console wars, which I was playing. What are console wars? Because obviously, yeah, you might not know because according to some studies I've done, some actually not some. A lot of people don't know what console wars are. So in this podcast, I'm going to explain what I'm sorry, what console wars are, and I will also talk about consoles in general. So, guys, if you like this podcast, well, if you are on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and comment and share your thoughts, and then tell me what you want to hear for the next episode. And if you're in Spotify, I'm gonna leave a poll and then a Q&A to ask you what type of things you want to see on the next podcast. So let's begin with, of course, the first one. What are console wars, you may ask? Well, console wars is when a different person, well, for example, I'm on PlayStation, and yes, I'm on PlayStation. I fight over with a guy from Xbox or Nintendo saying that I have better games. Basically, what I'm saying is that console wars is basically fighting over exclusive content, which, for example, PlayStation has Kratos, well, Xbox has Halo, has Forza Horizon, which are, there are somewhat good games. However, um, let's take a look, for example, at Nintendo. To Nintendo, we can say that Nintendo has Super Mario, has they have Zelda and stuff. But anyways, as I was saying, basically fighting over exclusive content, features that your console may have, key features, of course, if your console lags, the specs, etc. Basically, console wars can be anything, and I'm not a professional at explaining, so so you should trust bigger YouTubers, bigger gaming channels, and even trust in Google. So console wars are basically fighting over features that that the console that you support has. So let's talk about the evolution of console wars. So console wars started back in the origins of console wars started in the 1970s, late 1970s to early 1980s, with the Atari versus the what was called Intellivision. I actually don't know anything about the Intellivision, but I know that the Atari was it was actually an arcade Pong console. Well, I don't know about the Atari. I haven't searched it. I don't have a script for this, but so anyways, so the first type of consoles. People were fighting over the Atari versus the Intellivision. I don't know how to spell it. Intellivision. You can of course search it. It's called Intellivision. Of course, people were fighting back in days for that to see what their console is. For example, oh, my console plays way better. For example, let's see here, ping pong plays way better than your console. And of course, yeah, even though back in days they were not as intense as now, back in days they were just silly. But of course, the major console wars were actually in the early 1990s with the Nintendo versus Sega. So Sega at the time was, it was not only a gaming company, it was also a console company. They could make Sega game console, which I actually don't know what console they make. And please buy me, because I want to see what kind of consoles they made. Because for those who don't know, I don't know what consoles they make. Let me see. Oh, look, a console that they made was, for example, the Sega Genesis, the Sega Game Gear, the Mega Drive, the Genesis, the Game Gear, the Sega CD, the Mega Drive, Genesis 3, etc. But Nintendo at the time, I think it was Nintendo DS, or actually no, I think that Nintendo at the time was making other consoles. Oh yes, for example, Nintendo NES, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo. And of course, as I said, Nintendo at the time had Super Mario. I think one of the best games, one of the most known games at the time, is to this day still one of the most popular Nintendo games ever, which is of course Super Mario. At the time, Super Mario was literally as famous as, for example, Fortnite, which I will talk about very soon in this episode. So yes, Super Mario was known worldwide, and the Atari, no, I'm sorry, the Sega consoles, the Genesis had, I think it has they have Sonic. Well, if they didn't have Sonic, you can cross correct me in the comments, or even in the Q&A. I think in Spotify you can tell me what it was. But anyways, as I said before, Nintendo was way better than Sega. I actually saw some games from Genesis, but I don't remember which one. But of course, I say that Nintendo was way better. At the time it has Zelda, it has Super Mario, it has all these games that were fun. And of course, in the mid 2000s, when Sega fell, and Nintendo with Nintendo Wii, I think that was the biggest success to date. I think that Nintendo completely nailed it in the 2000s. But anyways, to continue, in the mid 2000s, we got, actually no, in the early 2000s, we actually had the PlayStation 2 versus Xbox. And yes, Xbox at the time came out, I think it came out in like 2001 or 2000. No, I haven't searched it, but I think it came out back in 2001. But anyways, Xbox, of course, at the time, is reckoned to be the most powerful console ever. And actually, at the time, it was actually way better than the PlayStation 2. Even though the PlayStation 2 had very legendary games, for example, GTA San Andreas. I can't name them right now because I don't have a script, goddammit, and I should make a script someday about my podcast. But they had a lot of legendary games that the PlayStation 2 had. For example, Spider-Man 2. I think also it had Spider-Man 3. Had FIFA 04, FIFA 03. It had all of these legendary games. And then, of course, Xbox had them. And yes, how we could forget Halo? We even had Forza Motorsport for the Xbox, for the first Xbox, and it was pretty epic. Um, and we'll get to the wild stuff, which was in the early 2010s to mid 2010s. But anyways, at the time, people were fighting for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox console. So then, in 2005, Xbox 360 came out, and surprisingly, to this day, people say that the Xbox 360 is the best sixth or fifth generation console ever. Yes, yes, I've read it. It was a sixth best console from 2005 to 2013. Obviously, I don't think that's true. I think the PlayStation 3 was much better than the Xbox 360. However, Xbox 360 had 512 gigabytes of RAM, megabytes. I'm sorry, we get gigabytes. Imagine. And PlayStation 3 had 256 megabytes of RAM. So the 360 was better at performance, but guys, I think that the memories come to the 360. But of course, on games and stuff, I feel like that PlayStation 3 and I think that both consoles nailed it. For example, on I actually remember. Oh yeah, also on the PlayStation 2 we had Ratchet and Clank. We had these games Ratchet and Clank 1, 2. On the PlayStation 3 we had Batman games. We had Spider-Man 3, which was also a very bad game. And at the time, this Spider-Man games were bad. I said at least, if you even play those games, you know. I actually remember we had, what did we had on the PlayStation 3? We had Minecraft, of course, that game. We had GTA 4. Look, on GTA 4, I actually don't like the game. I don't like GTA 4 because of how bad the main character really is. But I'm sorry if I said bad things about Nico. But I guess I'm sorry. I never liked Nico, nor I will. But I just love killing pedestrians on the streets. But anyways, going back on this, we had a lot of games on the PlayStation 3, plus on Xbox 360. We had Halo, Gears of War, Forza Horizon. Yeah, Forza Horizon came out back in like 2013, I think, or something like that. I can't remember when it came out, but it came around the Xbox 360 era. So, my opinion, obviously, I don't like both consoles. Okay, because actually, never mind. I love both consoles. I don't like them. I love them. So that's what I can say. So now let's move up to, from the seventh generation, which is the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One era. This was from 2013, and actually I remember the date. It was November 12th or 14th until November 12th, 2020. And yes, that was like 7 years. So of course, if we ask any normal person what console is better, the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One, most people could say, "Oh, PlayStation 4." Do you know why, guys? Because the Xbox One was so bad that Sony made fun of them back in 2013. If you watch the video, how how you play used games on the PlayStation 4, on Xbox, like you can't play because you always have to be online, and you can't borrow games unless the guy owns it, and you or think the admin or the guy that owns the game should actually give you the permission. But on PlayStation, they just give each other the game, and then the video ends. It's pretty funny. PlayStation made that joke with Xbox, and and very soon I'll actually make a video about the rise and fall of Xbox. But for now, uh, the 2014 I think was the time that Xbox started to fall, and to this day Xbox is falling. And pretty soon we might see the death of Xbox. But anyways, I hope that won't happen because Xbox deserves a chance, like PlayStation and Nintendo. But anyways, also yeah, in 2015, yeah, I forgot Nintendo completely. We had the Wii in 2008, I think 2009. We had the Wii U in 2011. In 2015, we had the Nintendo Switch. To this day, we have no new console from Nintendo because I don't know why. Like it's been like 9 years. Like, please Nintendo, give us a new game. Give us a new game console. Anyways, on the PS4, I can't name like the bad titles. Like we had Watch Dogs 2, guys. What a an amazing title! Like both on Xbox One and PS4. I remember this game was a complete not it was a complete masterpiece. I think the best summer game you play. Yeah, and trust me, if you want to play an amazing summer game, you should buy Watch Dogs 2. I think it's the best game you could ever play at 4K 60 FPS on the PS5. Obviously, I actually have the trial now on my PlayStation 5. I don't know why it doesn't play at 60 FPS, but I guess it's a masterpiece. Play it. It's the best summer game you could ever play. But anyways, as I said before, we got Spider-Man, God of War. We got the Detroit Become Human, Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man Miles Morales, God of War Ragnarok. So many games that were so good that Xbox fell off. Basically, the death of Xbox was written on its tombstone, like a tombstone. What was that? A tombstone was wrote, "Rest in peace, Xbox." And of course, there were some really good games. For example, Gears of War 5. We got Halo 5, Halo Wars, I think it's called. We had Forza Horizon 4 and 5. Forza Horizon 4 was incredible. I say congratulations to Xbox. And also, guys, we have the FIFA games. Yeah, also, FIFA games came out, for example, FIFA 16, 17, 18, 19. And I think that those were the best games from FIFA ever. Like, playing with the boys on the Xbox One S was incredible. Of course, the Xbox One might have not had the best exclusive games, but you still gave a lot of people memories, and people remembered how good the Xbox One was. And of course, that's not true about the current gen consoles or Xbox Series consoles, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So yeah, then we got the mid gen refresh. We had the PS4 Pro and the PS4 Slim. PS4 Slim was the same as the original PlayStation 4, but however, the Pro, it had instead of ha- sorry instead of having 1.2 or 1.3 teraflops, it had 4 teraflops. Actually, I had 2.4.2, which is way better than Xbox Series S. So, which we'll still talk about later. But yes, the Xbox Series sorry, no, Xbox One S and X had Xbox One was the same 1.1 teraflops of GPU power, but the Series X, god damn it, I really a problem in my brain or I want to talk about Series X. I will talk about it in a while. Once again, the One X had 6 teraflops, but what? Why do you need power on a console that doesn't have games? But anyways, Xbox fell off shortly. The One X guys could play native 4K, while the Series the wow, I'm obsessed with the Series X probably. The PS4 Pro could play them 6 FPS, but the One X couldn't play at 6 FPS. Could only play at 30 FPS, 4K 30 FPS, but still, it was an amazing experience. But some games were playing it at 6 FPS. For example, Fortnite Chapter 2 was playing at 4K 6 FPS, but after that, they decided to change it at 1600p 6 FPS. And once again, thank you Epic Games for doing that. Also, yeah, Epic Games Chapter 5 sucks. You're incredible. Thank you for making such a terrible, and let's say again, a terrible, terrible season. Thank you. But anyways, this generation was done, and now go to 2020. We got the PlayStation 5 and this Xbox Series S and Series X. There's the Series X. Now, um, PlayStation 5 had two console variations. We had PlayStation 5 Disc Edition, which I own, or the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition. The PlayStation 5 Digital Edition, I think, sucks, just like the Series S. I'll tell you why. Both consoles have terrible, terrible systems because the PS5 Digital can't play games. You can't put it like external hard drive because it doesn't recognize it. But on Xbox it does. But anyways, actually on external hard drive, I mean like this drive you put in works both on Xbox Series S and PlayStation 5 Digital doesn't work. But anyways, also the store, Sony, $80 for God of War Ragnarok. Sorry, Marvel Spider-Man 2 for $80. Sony, are you joking? Guys, that is $150 or more. They're like $100 plus dollars on just two games. Like you have to spend $100 plus dollars and more just to experience the PlayStation 5. While on this, you can find look at that, God of Ragnarok. It only costs $33 or $30 on Amazon. Okay, I'm gonna buy it, and you have to buy it with half price. Like actually here in Greece, no, here in my country, not in Greece. Um, it costs I think costs €80 or €70. I'm not sure how much it costs here on the PS5 system. Actually, no more. That costs 50. But anyways, as I say, prime example, you can buy it with the half price or discount with disc and digital. For example, the same happened with Xbox. Xbox has game keys, which is awesome. For example, I found in a website with game keys. I found FC24 with $28. Yes, people, $28 to pay and play FC24 on your Series S, even though you don't have enough storage and you can't even play like 5 games. Starfield, Forza Horizon 5, and FC24 is enough. Okay, you put Fortnite, Rocket League, boom, the white Series S is down at 365 gigabytes. Also, Microsoft, why 365 gigabytes of storage? Anyways, yes, you could buy it with a real low price, and Microsoft has somewhat fixed the issue with $25, 38. How much I said? You could buy a game with game keys, like you're buying a physical copy. Of course, not a physical copy, still digital on your account. However, we're gonna say, I feel like that the Series S is better by not by specs. I feel like the PlayStation 5, actually, no, I don't feel like it. It's a reality. The PS5 digital destroys the Series S. The Series S has 4 teraflops. What a bad console! It has 4 teraflops. Oh god, that hurt. It really hurts to say that it has 4 teraflops. Well, a PS4 Pro has 4.2. But yeah, it's the truth. The PlayStation 5 digital has 10.3 teraflops. And if you had digital games on the PS4, go for the digital PS5. It costs like $400 or $450 for that crappy PlayStation 5 Slim Digital, which is a bad model. Guys, I swear to God, if you want to buy a game console, don't go for that, okay? Anyways, yes, I guess I've stayed in the in this topic a lot. I actually talked about Chapter 5 a lot about modern consoles 2000 and present. Now, what's my opinion on console wars? I obviously feel like it's not necessary, and it's really bad that gamers focus on exclusive content. Like instead of enjoying your game, for example, oh, hello, my friend. Do you have Nintendo? No, a conversation between a human, another guy, should not be, oh, you have Nintendo Switch, oh, you're so bad, buy a PlayStation 5. No, it should be, oh, you have Nintendo. Okay, what games do you have? Oh, you have Rocket League? Nice. You have Fortnite? Oh my god. You have even World of Tanks Blitz? Sorry, yes. You have these games? Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Let's play Fortnite. Like, it should be like this. You shouldn't hate on the other guy for having a freaking Nintendo Switch. Like, guys, Nintendo Switch is like portable, okay? You can play Mortal Kombat 1, which looks trash on the Nintendo Switch, but still, like, on the road, on the go. Like imagine going from Texas to California with, for example, on the plane, and you play Nintendo Switch, like The Legend of Zelda or Super Mario. You play these games on your on the freaking airplane on your seat. I know it sounds crazy. It's insane that Nintendo has been such a great system, but people still hate it. Like me. I don't like Nintendo, but I respect them. I respect Nintendo because they have made a console that's portable and it's fun. But my opinion, I don't like console wars. They should stop. They should actually not exist. And yes, yes, people, since the 80s, we have been fighting for this. For 40 years, we have been fighting for this. For like 40, 43, 44 years, we have been fighting for consoles. Can you guys believe that? We haven't moved an inch. We haven't stopped at all. And I feel like that we should stop talking about this. It's really, really annoying. And yes, guys, it's bad that we still talk about console wars. Oh, you have Xbox. What about console? Yes, yeah, sure. It doesn't have Kratos on your Xbox, but Xbox also has Halo. Gears of War has its games. Fortnite plays all your games. Has some guys which PlayStation doesn't have. I don't know why, but yeah, my opinion is that consoles should stop. Chapter 5, I talked about modern consoles. I talked about the Wii U. The Wii U, it was not a huge success as the Wii. The PS4 Slim is worse and but less loud than the PlayStation 4 OG. The Series S sucks. I think it's the worst console I've ever bought too. Even though, guys, I spent like 7 months of my life with the Series S, I absolutely hate it. As a console, don't buy the PlayStation 5 digital. If you have digital games, buy it. Yeah, it's your choice. Buy the digital PlayStation 5, but still, don't buy that thing if you don't have digital games. You're gonna regret it. Um, the Series X, it's a very, very powerful machine. 14, actually, no, not 14 teraflops. Imagine 13. Okay, 13 teraflops. Go buy it. 13 teraflops is insane. You should buy it. Okay, but of course, think again. The PlayStation 5 might be way weaker, but by like 2.82 teraflops, but it makes better games. For example, God of War Ragnarok, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart. We got Marvel Spider-Man 2, which is also not a great game, I say the least. The story was bad, but still, it was a good game. But anyways, not talk too much because this episode is actually very long. It's like 26 minutes. I'm going to be. So guys, this was a podcast. So guys, console wars. I showed you guys my opinion, the story behind it, the evolution, modern consoles. I talked about them. If you want to buy between the Wii, the Xbox 360, and the PS3, guys, go for that PS3, please. And if you want to play Super Mario and Zelda, go for the Wii. The 360, uh, go buy a Series S, which plays all of the Xbox 360 games, like Zelda games and stuff. But anyways, guys, this was the episode. This was episode 2, and I was actually planning to make for you, yes, you, the Spotify listeners. I wanted to make a bonus episode for you guys, but probably that won't come until tomorrow. But anyways, guys, yeah, this was the episode, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and now on YouTube. Thank you for watching and listening. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you on the next video. And now for Spotify, thanks for listening. If you liked it, make sure to follow, like leave a comment on the Q&A, answer the question and answers, and make sure to vote on my poll. So guys, I'll see you on the next podcast. Goodbye.